Harini returns home hoping to reconnect with her parents, but their behavior turns cold and distant. Her father, Prasad Rao, who once adored her, suddenly becomes harsh and unapproachable. Confused and hurt, Harini tries to apologize and bring back their old bond, but he refuses to soften. On his birthday, when she lovingly gives him a gift, he rejects it angrily. Soon, the reason is revealed. Her parents received photos of her with Mahadev, and they also witnessed him kissing her at the railway station. Feeling betrayed and ashamed, they begin to treat her like a stranger. When Mahadev calls her, the situation worsens as her parents overhear everything. Her mother reacts violently, and her father completely disowns her emotionally. Broken, Harini cuts off contact with Mahadev, lies that her marriage is fixed, and isolates herself to regain her parents' trust. Months pass in silence and emotional suffering. Harini falls into depression while Mahadev, heartbroken, turns to alcohol before eventually reforming himself. Both continue to love each other but suffer separately. Gradually, Gayatri, her mother, learns the truth. Harini was not wrong. She had saved a friend from a dangerous man, was kidnapped, and rescued by Mahadev, leading to their love. Realizing her daughter's pain, Gayatri changes and supports her, though Prasad Rao remains stubborn. Harini continues to struggle for her father's acceptance while holding on to her love for Mahadev. Meanwhile, Mahadev learns the truth through Vaishnavi and realizes his mistakes. Hope rekindles in his heart. Finally, at a family gathering arranged by Vaishnavi, fate brings them face to face again, after months of separation, pain, and misunderstanding. I'm human too, Mahadev. I have desires. I thought I could experience those feelings through you. But no matter how much closeness I gave you, you always kept a distance. You never even touched me. I couldn't openly ask you. You're too rigid, Mahadev. You're overly respectful. You don't even know how to take advantage when a girl gives you that space. I never loved you. It was only lust. Not just with you, I feel the same when I see any man. You mistook that for love and wasted your time. Even now, it's not too late. Go marry someone else. Forget me. I thought you had already forgotten me. I didn't expect you to come searching for me like this. After hearing all this, Mahadev said, I don't understand why you're saying all this just to push me away. Do you think I don't know you? Do I look like such a fool? No, Harini. Listen to me. Your father is selfish. Even if someone else sits in a seat on an RTC bus after we've placed our handkerchief on it, we get angry. And you gave up the college seat you earned with so much hard work just because your father told you to. Does he even value that? Did love turn into hatred because of one small incident? Instead of living like this, it's better you come away with me. Come with me. I'll take care of you like a flower. I'll make you forget what hardship even means. Come with me. Right now. Please. He pleaded sincerely. Harini looked at him firmly and said, If I speak softly, you won't understand. I'm giving you a last warning. If you don't leave right now, I'll call everyone and create a scene. She said it seriously. Mahadev looked at her angrily for a moment and then walked away. Harini stood there, watching him leave. Suddenly, Vaishnavi slapped her. He came all the way for you, and you broke his heart with your words. You're so unfortunate. You're not destined for happiness. If I stay close to you, your bad luck will affect me. Just leave from here, she said, pulling her aside harshly. Immediately, Harini hugged Vaishnavi tightly and broke down crying. Until then, Vaishnavi had been angry, but now she softened. What's the use of crying now? Everything is already over. Harini said through tears, My father will never accept our love. And he is holding on to me and ruining his life. He has to forget me somehow. And for that, he must start hating me. That's why I had to speak so low and harshly. Vaishnavi didn't know how to respond. She just stood there silently, staring into space. It was Vellura village in West Godavari district, the native place of Prasad Rao, which he had left 25 years ago. He had come there to meet Ganpati Siddhanti. Our guru is performing a puja. He will meet you after half an hour. Please sit in the hall and wait, said one of Siddhanti's disciples. Prasad Rao sat in the hall, lost in thought. He remembered what his father had told him before his death. It was the year 1919, during the time of his grandfather Vishnu Prasad. Vishnu Prasad's wife, Durga, was extremely beautiful. Captivated by her beauty, he married her without even taking dowry. But just a week after the wedding, there was a fire accident in the kitchen. Durga's face was badly burned. Her appearance changed completely, almost frightening to look at. Days passed. All the boys of your age are happily living with their wives and children. It's been a year since your marriage, but your wife hasn't even conceived yet, Vishnu Prasad's mother said. Mother, I feel afraid even to look at her face. How can I live a married life with her? He replied. How can you give me a grandson or granddaughter? He shouted in frustration. I'm afraid our family line will end with us. Will I never have the fortune of holding my grandchildren? Day after day, his mother would blame herself. It's my mistake. The girl was beautiful. I didn't even check her horoscope properly before the marriage. Look at what has happened after she came into this house. Hitting her forehead in regret, Durga was not even allowed to come in front of them. Vishnu Prasad's aunt would insult her openly, you ugly woman. Because of you, our family line will end. It would have been better if that fire had completely burned you instead of leaving you half alive and disturbing our peace, she would say harshly, wounding her deeply with cruel words. Days passed like that. One day, a distant relative named Nagmani came to visit Durga's mother-in-law. Once again, the topic of not having grandchildren came up, and they began complaining, that ugly woman. My son refuses to live with her. I have only one son. The responsibility of continuing our lineage is in his hands, she said, expressing her sorrow. What's there to worry about? You can get him married to another girl, Nagmani suggested casually. After her face got burned, we told her father that if she has to stay in our house, he must transfer his 14-acre mango orchard to our name. We got it written legally. Not just that, we took even more from them. Now, if we talk about a second marriage, I'm afraid my brother-in-law's family will create problems. Otherwise, we would have arranged a second marriage long ago, she admitted. All this was being overheard by Durga from the kitchen. She stepped forward respectfully and said, You don't have to worry, mother-in-law. Neither I nor my father will create any problems for you. I give you my word. Soon, Vishnu Prasad was married again, this time to the daughter of a village president from a nearby village. The new bride was very arrogant and proud. She too would call Durga ugly and treated her more like a servant than a family member. Durga endured everything patiently. She received no support or affection from her husband. Watching the new wife enjoying the status and respect that once belonged to her hurt her deeply. Not even for a single moment did she stop wishing that the accident had never happened. Soon, the new bride conceived. Happiness filled the house. The thought that an heir was about to be born brought immense joy to the family. Durga's in-laws and husband were overjoyed. Even then, Durga took care of her co-wife just like she would care for her own sister. She served her sincerely. One day, Nagmani again visited their house. You need to be very careful, Nagmani told the pregnant girl. Don't lift anything heavy. Take complete rest. I've brought saffron for you. Mix it in milk and drink it every day. They say it helps the baby be born fair and healthy. She handed the saffron to the new daughter-in-law and asked her to go and rest. Then she turned to the mother-in-law and said in a lower voice, during pregnancy, the mother should only see pleasant things and stay peaceful. But your first daughter-in-law keeps roaming around her. If a pregnant woman keeps seeing unpleasant faces, it might affect the child. Those words planted even more negativity in the already bitter mind of the mother-in-law. Later, the same issue was brought up in front of Durga. Aunt, you know my father passed away recently. Before he died, he even sold our house and gave you the remaining money. I have no one now. Where am I supposed to go? Durga asked helplessly. That's not our problem. Stay in a temple or under a tree if you want. But don't come anywhere near her mother-in-law said coldly. How can you say that? I'm his wife. How dare you argue with me, she snapped, grabbing Durga by the arm and dragging her outside. Her husband watched everything. He didn't interfere. Durga went to him and pleaded, Why are you just sitting there? Please stop them from sending me out." But he remained silent. "Why are you still here? Go anywhere you want. Ever since you came into this house, there's been no peace," they yelled at her. With no one to support her, Durga walked inside, entered a room, and locked the door. Something felt wrong. The family rushed after her. Through the small gap in the door, they saw her pouring kerosene over herself. "What are you doing?" Her husband shouted. "So I'm not beautiful, that's why you never loved me. She is beautiful, that's why you love her. Because I'm not beautiful, you're throwing me out. You don't want a heart. You only want a body, and you call that love. I'm not just cursing you. I'm cursing your entire family line. If you have children, and if they are beautiful, and if they ever fall in love." Her voice shook, but her words were firm. The moment love enters their heart, it will bring tragedy into their mother's life. They will carry that pain forever. "Aang, you will face my curse." Durga set herself on fire and ended her life. After that tragic incident, a deep silence fell over the house. A year later, Vishnu Prasad's wife gave birth to a baby girl. The following year, she delivered a baby boy. Time moved on, and life seemed to return to normal. Years passed. Vishnu Prasad's elder daughter fell in love with her cousin, his sister's son. Since it was a suitable family match, both parents agreed, and the marriage was performed. But shockingly, just 3 days after the wedding, Vishnu Prasad's wife died due to a venomous snake bite. It took 6 long months for the family to even begin recovering from that loss. Relatives then advised him, 45 isn't old. You should remarry. You need a companion. After much persuasion, Vishnu Prasad agreed. But strangely, no alliance worked out. Even families in difficult financial situations refused the proposal. A couple of matches almost got finalized, but at the last minute, they backed out without explanation. Disturbed by this repeated pattern, Vishnu Prasad approached Ganapati Siddhanti and showed him his horoscope. After examining it carefully, the astrologer said, "No matter what you try, a second marriage is nearly impossible for you. There is a curse on you and your lineage, the curse of a highly virtuous and devoted woman. Even your wife's death is connected to that." Hearing this, Vishnu Prasad suddenly remembered Durga's final words. "I didn't take that curse seriously at the time," he began to say. But the astrologer interrupted him calmly. "You may not have taken it seriously, but the divine forces did, Vishnu. Your first wife was a pure and devoted woman. She never looked at any man other than you. She was deeply spiritual. How did you think her curse would fail? Just as she said love marriage, or even deep thoughts of love, can lead to the mother's death. And the husband will live separated from his wife. A man remains separated from his wife as long as no other woman enters his life. Now think, why are none of your marriage alliances succeeding? Her curse is still following you and your family line." Vishnu Prasad asked anxiously, "Is there no solution, Swami?" Ganapati Siddhanti replied, "Because of your first wife's curse, the children born to you will be born under stars that conflict with yours. If it is a daughter, the effect will be strongest between the ages of 24 and 26. During those 2 years, father and daughter must stay away from each other. They should meet only once during that entire period. In those 2 years, you must perform prayers, penance, rituals, sacred offerings. In any way possible, you must seek divine grace. If done sincerely, the effect of the curse can be reduced for you. However, the curse will continue to follow your lineage. Even your children must follow the same precautions in their lives to escape its impact." Vishnu Prasad thanked Ganapati Siddhanti and left from there. From that day, he kept trying to warn his younger son, Raghava, about the family curse. But Raghava would laugh it off. "Oh, father, don't talk like someone from ancient times. Snakes on farm paths are common. Mother accidentally stepped on one, and it bit her. That's all. You're just overthinking because of your age. What does love or beauty have to do with all this?" he would argue dismissively. Soon, Raghava got married. He too was blessed with a daughter and a son. Time passed. The daughter, Jahnavi, grew into a stunning young woman. Her beauty became the talk of the village. Anyone who saw her would be mesmerized. But while others admired her beauty, Vishnu Prasad only felt fear. Many times he warned Raghava, "Keep an eye on your daughter. Don't let her mind drift toward love." But Raghava would brush it aside. "Father, please stop this obsession. For 20 years you've been saying the same thing. There are no curses or divine punishments. People suffer because of their own mistakes, not because someone cursed them." And just as Vishnu Prasad had feared, it happened. Jahnavi fell in love with her mother's younger brother. Since it was a family match, their engagement was fixed. But on the very day of the engagement, tragedy struck. Raghava's wife slipped and fell into a well and died. The engagement house turned into a house of mourning. As everyone wept around the body, Vishnu Prasad beat his chest and cried, "Didn't I warn you again and again? Now see what has happened." Raghava was shattered. Within a few months, unable to bear the pain of losing his wife, he too passed away. Before his death, he explained everything about the family curse and the remedies to his son, Prasad Rao. Having witnessed all these events, Prasad Rao lost all attachment to the village. He decided to leave and settle in the city. He got a small job in the defense department and moved away. Prasad Rao made a firm decision in his heart. "I will not repeat the mistakes of my father and grandfather. I will raise my daughter in such a way that she never even thinks about love. And as the astrologer advised, when she turns 24, I will keep her away from me and perform all the necessary rituals." One day, he called his daughter Harini. "Harini, promise me one thing. Any decision regarding your life, I will take it. You will never go against my word. Do you promise?" Harini replied gently, "Whatever decision you take will be for my good. I will never go against you. This is my promise." Then Prasad Rao said, "For my sake, give up the seat you earned here. For the next 2 years, you should not stay in Chennai. I don't want you near me during this period. I've already bought a seat for you in Hyderabad. Will you go there and study?" Harini smiled and said, "Whatever you decide, it will be for my good. I'll do as you say." Harini cancelled her seat as her father had asked. Sitting alone later, Prasad Rao suddenly remembered everything: his grandfather's fear, his father's warnings, the deaths, the curse. All of it came rushing back to him. Just then, Siddhanti finished his puja and came into the hall. Prasad Rao stood up respectfully. "Greetings, Siddhanti." "Come, Prasad. After so many years? Is everything all right?" asked Ganapati Siddhanti. Prasad Rao hesitated. "There's no peace at home, Swami." Siddhanti looked at him calmly and said, "How will there be peace if you trouble the Lakshmi of your house?" Prasad Rao was shocked. "Swami, yes, I'm talking about your daughter. Don't hurt her anymore, not with your words, not with your actions. She is already mentally disturbed. It's never good to hurt someone who truly loves us." Prasad Rao couldn't respond. "I know what is going on in your mind," Siddhanti continued. "That curse will not affect you. Your daughter's horoscope and birth star have the power to neutralize your family curse. Your wife is not in danger. You don't have to live the rest of your life in separation from her. Isn't that fear what has been haunting you for the last 25 years? Prasad Rao lowered his head. "Yes, she kissed someone in front of you. You didn't like it. But that boy is destined to marry her. She kissed the one who is meant to be her husband. She has more right over him than you do." Prasad Rao stood speechless. That boy has a place in her life. Her moving from Chennai to Hyderabad, that too happened for a reason. Everything happens with a purpose. You don't need any special remedies. Let her marry the boy she loves. Only good will come from it. Don't doubt it. With that assurance, Siddhanti Gera sent him back. Meanwhile, Mahadev said, "Vashu, please don't misunderstand Harini. She has her own struggles. That's why she reacted that way." "Oh please," Vashu replied, "I know her well. I never misunderstood her. That day, whatever I said was only to convince myself, not because I had a bad opinion about her." Then Mahadev said firmly, "This time, I'll personally go to Hyderabad and bring Harini back." That Saturday, Harini went to the Venkateswara Swami temple. The moment she saw the divine idol of Lord Vishnu, her emotions overflowed. She couldn't control her tears. Harini slowly walked into the temple. The moment her eyes fell on the divine idol of the Lord, the emotions she had been holding back for days finally broke loose. Tears rolled down her cheeks uncontrollably. She stood there for a long time, staring at the deity. In the past, this temple used to give her peace. But today, her heart felt unbearably heavy. She performed the rituals mechanically, lighting a lamp, offering flowers, walking around the sanctum. But even while praying, her tears would not stop. Finally, she stood still in front of the idol and looked up at it, her eyes filled with pain. Why is this happening to me? She thought silently. What mistake did I make? Knowingly or unknowingly, I never hurt anyone. If anything, I only tried to help people. Her chest tightened. Then why is my life turning like this? Her father hated her. Mahadev was gone from her life. Every direction she looked, only darkness. Harini let out a painful breath and lowered her head. I can't even look at you anymore, she murmured softly within her heart. If this is the game you want to play with my life, then play it. I have no strength left to question you. She folded her hands one last time. Do whatever you want. I have no hopes left anymore. With that, she turned to leave. Just then, a man standing nearby hesitated and called out to her politely. Excuse me, if you don't mind, could you please help me with something? Harini stopped and looked at him. The man held out a coconut. I bought this for the offering, he explained gently. But my wife is pregnant. According to our custom, we aren't supposed to break coconuts in the temple during this time. So the priest suggested that someone else could do it on our behalf. Would you mind breaking it? Harini silently took the coconut from his hands. She walked towards the stone slab near the sanctum and struck it. The coconut split open instantly. The priest who was standing nearby leaned forward and looked inside. A smile appeared on his face. Dear, look at this, he said warmly. There is a flower inside the coconut. That's considered a very auspicious sign. Everything will turn out well for you. Harini looked at the coconut for a moment, but her face showed no excitement. She gave a faint, tired smile. Maybe, she said quietly. Then she placed the coconut aside and slowly walked out of the temple. Because right now, her heart was too broken to believe that anything good could still happen in her life. The next morning at 5:30 a.m., the doorbell rang. The housemaid opened the door. Prasad Rao had just finished his bath and walked straight into Harini's room. She was still asleep. His eyes fell on a gift box placed carefully on her table. It was the same gift he had once thrown aside, the one she had tried to give him on his birthday. He had dismissed it in anger, yet she had preserved it safely. Curious, he opened the box. Inside was a crystal statue of Gautama Buddha. The moment he saw it, he remembered an incident from 3 years ago. One day, he and Harini had gone shopping. In a display case, there was a beautiful crystal statue of Buddha. It caught his attention instantly. But when he saw the price tag, he silently dropped the idea of buying it. Harini noticed. Why didn't you buy it? She asked. It's too expensive, dear, he replied. When it comes to buying me gifts, you never think about the price. But when it's for you, suddenly you become stingy. Now tell me, are you buying it or not? Smiling helplessly, he turned to the sales boy and asked, Can you pack this statue for me? Sorry, sir. This piece has already been ordered by someone. Do you have another one like this? This is the last piece, sir. It's okay, he said, and they both walked away. Standing there now, holding that same crystal Buddha in his hands, Prasad Rao slowly understood. Harini had somehow found that statue and bought it for him. She had given it as a birthday gift, the same gift he had rejected in anger. And yet, she had preserved it carefully all these years. He had forgotten that moment long ago, but Harini had not. His fingers trembled slightly as he held the statue. A deep pain spread through his chest. A daughter who loves me this much. And I wounded her heart with my own words. His vision blurred. Forgive me. Harini, he whispered silently. At that moment, Harini slowly opened her eyes. Still half asleep, she turned her head and froze. Her father was standing in her room, holding the Buddha statue, and silently crying. She had never seen him like that before. Slowly, she got up from the bed and walked toward him. Hearing her footsteps, Prasad Rao quickly wiped his tears and turned toward her. His voice was heavy. "Will you forgive this villain of the year?" For a second, Harini could not speak. Her throat tightened. "Dad," she whispered. The next moment, she ran forward and hugged him tightly. "I never thought, with your stubborn nature, that you would speak to me like this in this lifetime," she cried. "This feels like a dream. I'm so happy today." Prasad Rao held her close. His hands trembled slightly as he stroked her hair. "No, I will never hurt you again, dear," he said softly. "I'm sorry." He kissed her forehead. For a few seconds, neither of them spoke. All the pain of the past days slowly dissolved in that silent embrace. Then gently he said, "Harini, wipe your tears. I need to tell you something." She wiped her eyes. "Yes, Dad." He took a slow breath. "I found a marriage alliance for you. The priest said there's a good muhurtam within a month. If we miss it, there won't be another one for 6 months." He paused. "Tell me, are you okay with this marriage?" Harini looked at him quietly. "Your wish is my wish, Dad," she said softly. "I'll do whatever you say." "Thank you, dear," he said, stroking her head. But inside, her heart was shattering. There is no one more unfortunate than me in this world, she thought. I love Mahadev, Dad. I cannot imagine anyone else as my husband. But if my happiness hurts you, then I will bury my love inside my heart. She wiped her tears silently. Then she spoke again. "One small request, Dad." He looked at her. "I will marry the person you choose. But can we do it after 6 months? I want to spend some more time with you and Mom. Please, just this one wish." Prasad Rao shook his head gently. "No, dear. It's already late. The sooner your marriage happens, the more peaceful I will feel." She nodded slowly. "Okay, as you say." After a moment, she forced a small smile. "Then tomorrow at least let's go out, you, me, and Mom. Movie, shopping, dinner. We'll spend the whole day together." But he replied calmly, "No, dear. Tomorrow the boy who is going to marry you is coming to see you. We're not going anywhere. If you both want, you can go out. I have no objection." Her heart tightened. "Do you want to see his photo?" he asked. "Later, Dad, not now." "Tell me honestly, you don't like this marriage?" he asked again. "No, Dad, nothing like that," she replied quickly. After a pause, she sighed. "Okay, show me." Prasad Rao handed her an envelope. Her fingers trembled slightly as she opened it. She pulled out the photograph and froze. Her breath stopped. It was Mahadev. For a moment, she thought she was imagining things. Slowly, she looked up at her father. He was standing there, smiling gently. The truth finally reached her heart. Tears rolled down her cheeks. She turned her face away, unable to control them. "For so long, I failed to understand you," Prasad Rao said softly. "I hurt you so much. I'm sorry, dear. I will correct my mistake." At that moment, all the misunderstandings, fears, and pain that had built between them finally melted away. Soon after, under the sacred chants of Vedic mantras, in the presence of elders and blessings, Harini and Mahadev were married. But it was more than just a wedding. It felt like destiny completing its circle. Mahadev stood beside her like a promise that had finally come true. With patience, with love, with understanding, he healed every wound in her heart. Slowly, Harini forgot what pain once felt like. The sleepless nights, the tears, the fears, all of it faded into the past. She didn't just gain a husband. She found peace, and that is the message this story leaves behind. Before God brings light into your life, He may lead you through darkness. Before the most beautiful chapters begin, life may force you to turn a few painful pages. But darkness is never permanent. When old leaves fall, the tree does not mourn forever. It waits. Because it knows spring will come again. In the same way, when life pushes you into difficult moments, do not believe it is the end. Sometimes it is only the preparation for something far greater. Whatever God does, He does for our good. We may not understand it immediately, but one day, we will. So have faith. Hold on. And trust the journey. Just like Harini did. May all beings be happy. And remember, no storm lasts forever. After every dark night, there is always a brighter dawn. Yours, Thriller Chandra.